Welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights 2 Storm of Zehir. This is Big Los, and we have just spoken with Sasani, and she gave us a bunch of money so that we could do some errands for her. So we got to go to the shipwreck, but first we're going to make use of the advance money that she gave us by buying a couple things. So let's go over here.
Welcome back. Vadinia is glad to see you again. What does the sparrow need that we can accommodate?
What were those tasks you mentioned? Ah, the bird wishes to aid us. Fortunate we. Let me see. There is a creature in the plains, Baalak the Ferocious, a dire boar of great strength. Ravages he the fields of spice farmers, and gores itinerant cattle to death, as if cursing them for their domesticity. There's a bounty on his head, and power in his tusks. Domesticity, huh? Those on the black market, they won't pay your bounty, but they will pay it to me, I know. And I will advance you that money. And the tusks that have power, those I shall pay you for as well. But beware Baalak's anger, little pigeon. With you, he will not parley. Now, what else can I do for you, wee bird? Show me what you have for sale, of course. Alright, so let's see if we can buy something good here. We're only equipped with leather armor right now. Maybe we can upgrade to some studded leather. How about a chain shirt? No, the max dex is only 4 on that, and I think our dex bonus that we have right now is a 5, so we do want to make use of that. So in this case, the studded leather armor would be better. And we can also get this craftsman's belt pouch to increase our crafting skills if we needed to, but we're not going to at this moment because money is a little bit hard to come by. And I don't think we should waste our money on +1 gear at the moment. We're going to have to ration the gold that we have in our inventory. So, I mean, we could spend half of our gold on this armor, but I think we'll just go with the regular studded leather and save ourselves about a G in gold. A little bit over that. And our armor class goes up by 1 point, and she'll buy back our old armor at 1 gold piece, but I think I can get a better price than that other merchant. Okay, and for weapons, I'm thinking maybe I should replace one of the short swords with a rapier. That way I can still get weapon finesse with it, and I can increase the critical range. Now, the rapier +1 is a lot more expensive than a +1 armor. Of course, weapons are always more expensive than armors. But I'm surprised that she doesn't have a warhammer, so we're going to have to find one of those for Constantina because her class is specifically built for a warhammer. I mean, that's fine and all. So we'll equip that. And then we will put these into our quick keys so we can quickly go between the two. And then we'll give the other short sword to... What was her name again? Inshallah. Okay. And we'll have her with the long sword in one hand and the short sword in the other hand because she has 2-weapon fighting as her ranger specialty. Oh, wait a minute. You got the signet ring? I wonder why you got it. And we'll give you a rapier, too, because you're going to be taking 2-weapon fighting pretty soon anyway. Well, what is your dex? I mean, we could give you a chain shirt, but I think the arcane spell failure rate would be higher. I think you're probably just better off with what you got. I mean, we could give you a scimitar, but then you wouldn't be able to make use of the weapon finesse feat with that. I know, I've checked. It's too bad, really.
Everyone follow me!
What about you? I know we wanted to give you a Warhammer, and unfortunately she doesn't have one. And of course, for Laryl, the monk cleric, he's probably just better off with his fists or the axe that he found. So let's go over to this guy.
You return. How may I assist you?
I want to see what you have for sale. And this guy doesn't have a +1 anything, but that's okay. We're not looking to buy any +1 gear. Oh, you don't have a Warhammer either, huh? Well, damn it. But the rapier you're selling is more expensive than the one that that woman was selling. So it's a good thing we bought that from her. And he'll buy our leather armor for 5 gold instead of 1. So, yeah, I know it's haggling for pennies, but, you know, if you don't have a lot of gold, you have to do it, you know? It's like going to the dollar store. Heavy ironwood shield. Okay, it reduces the arcane spell failure, but we're not going to be using shields. Not with these characters. Oh, yeah. Now we could buy some spells that we don't know.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so are there any level 1 spells? No, that's level 2. We're going to have to wait for right now. Well, we already got sleep. What about slow? That's a level 3 spell. And this one? Oh, that's level 4. Well, I guess we could go check all the other merchants to see if they have spells that we could buy. Let's go to the Shrine of Joaquin first, and then we'll go back to that woman with the weird accent. I can't even remember her name. May your day be profitable. Show me what you have for sale. Oh, there's a Warhammer. Very good.
Yes.
Alright, we'll buy that for you, Constantina. That's your new weapon. And I'm not really sure what we'll do with that longsword. I mean, if we could, I would give it back to the dude we took it from, because he did say he wanted it back, but there's no way to do that. Okay, and we'll go to the spells. And I know Bull Strength for sure is a level 2 spell. So we can't get that yet. And we'd probably be wasting our 11 gold buying this Detect Undead, but we're going to do it anyway. We're probably never even going to prepare that spell. Anything else? No, it doesn't. Everything else is either a potion or a divine spell. And it's not of any use to us. But we will go back to that woman whose name starts with a V and it's escaping me right now. Because I know she does have Summon Creature 1. At the very minimum, that's worth the return trip.
Welcome back. Vadinia is glad to see you again.
Ah, Vadinia. Okay, I gotta remember that name. See, I'm not very good with names.
Yes.
Okay, so I know we have Grease. And I think False Life is a level 2 spell. See Invisibility is a level 2 spell. We actually have that as a racial ability. Okay, yeah, we'll just buy this one for right now, and then we'll come back when we advance in the level. And let's take a look at the Signet.
Yes.
I don't know why no one else got the Signet. And why she got it. It gives us +1 deflection bonus and +5 bonus hit points. Well, I think she's perfect to have that then. She does need her AC increased a little bit. Oh yeah, I think this is a level 1 spell. Let's scribe this one. Okay, there it is. And what about web? No, it's level 2. No, everything else is level 2. Shield we already have. It's one of the ones I picked. Okay, so what about some potions? Should we buy some potions?
Listening.
I think you should hold on to them, Constantina. Why don't you buy all these cure diseases that are for sale? Since we can't cast these spells, we might as well just buy the potions. What about this mirror image? It does 1d4 illusionary images capable of absorbing attacks. Every time an image is struck, it vanishes, and it lasts for 3 minutes. How about if we... What about this one? No, that's level 2. Why don't we buy a potion of antidote? You know, you never know when we might need that. Because we don't have a cleric with the ability to heal that on his or her own right now. Summon creature 2? Nah, I think we'll just leave that. And then when we need to scribe something, we'll come back. Alright, now let's head on.
Follow me.
Let's head on back to
keep up.
Lyra's trick. Because we got Inshallah in our party. And I want to check out Umoja. I think, what was his name? Something like that. I want to see if he's a lower level, and if so, then we're going to take him with us. That way he'll get the experience, and then he'll be able to be built up. Umoja. Okay, he's a druid 4. And Inshallah is ranger 5. So we're going to take the lower level druid. That way we'll get him up to where Inshallah is. And we'll also have the benefit of having his dinosaur companion, who has 75 hit points. Let's see. I know Constantina has this spell as a racial ability. Okay, so this spell just seems to fascinate animals with an intelligence 2 or lower. Anything else we should be replacing for spells? Cure light wounds, entangle, sleep. Nah, I think we're good.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see if he has any special feats or skills. Well, he's got dodge and toughness, so that would explain why his hit points are higher than normal. He's at a closer level to the rest of my party than Inshallah. So it'd probably be better for our encounter rating. And you'll see what I mean when we get to the overland map. So let's go on and head back to the shipwreck and perform those errands. If you don't remember, we're supposed to be looking for signs of sabotage and for ore for Sasani. Okay, so the first time that we go to the overland map, we have this pop-up dialogue. And I actually really like how they did the overland map in this game compared to the other two campaigns, where it was just a map you're looking at and you just kind of pointed where you wanted to go. See, this one takes into account your overland speed, and survival plays into how fast you can travel, and there's chances for random encounters. And you'll be able to see the encounter's encounter level. So the higher the encounter level is compared to yours, the more experience points you'll get for it. So not only do you get experience for killing the monsters, you get experience for completing the entire encounter. Not only that, your hide and move silently skill, if you have it, and we do for a party leader, will be helpful for avoiding monsters. It works for the entire party. Plus, the search skill will help discover hidden locations on the overland map, and of course, like I mentioned before, survival is for speed in different types of terrain. Okay, so once we encounter things, we can use bluff skill, the intimidate skill, or the diplomacy skill. So the bluff skill throws your enemies off, and the intimidate skill, I guess, lowers their AC as well, and the diplomacy lowers the amount of gold it would take to bribe them off if you don't think that you'll be able to fight them. But that only works for intelligent creatures. So we had a spot failure versus those kobolds, but we had a hide success, so they're not coming at us. And there's some skeletons over there, so let's fight the kobolds first, even though their encounter level is really low. It's only 2. So if we parlay with the kobolds, we could parlay, fight, or evade them. If we parlay, we can use our bluff skill to throw the kobolds off guard, or we can use intimidate to instill fear. That's what it does. Okay. To lower their defenses, we're going to do that. Or we could bribe the kobolds to let us go, but we're not going to do that. That's just stupid. Okay, and the jungle that we're in is a jungle called Samargol. Oh, you got a critical hit already? Well, that sucks. Okay, well, looks like Umoja's casting Bark Skin, and I should have really picked up some long-range weapons for the rest of my party. I only have a bow for Valentino and a sling for Laryl. Yeah, I don't have any type of crossbow or bow for Constantina, and nothing for Neredriel either. So let's equip ourselves with the sling and the bullets. Actually, we could equip ourselves with the longbow if we wanted to. He's proficient in that too. But we'll use the sling for right now. And it looks like you're shooting your wand and missiles at it. And the only thing Constantina can do is just charge in and attack.
Looks like
Oh, no, don't cast Fireball. See, that's what happens when I click off my characters. They start doing weird things. See, even if I try to put the Fireball into someone else's inventory, she'll still cast it, and then we're left with 1. And that's where it's going to stay until she's at a high enough level to scribe that. I think she damaged the dinosaur a lot more than those kobolds. Most of those kobolds were already dead. We got in here some gold. Alright, so it was worth our time.
Yes.
It looks like we got another treasure bag up here, so let's check it out. And we got some darts. I guess we could give that to somebody if we really wanted to.
Ready. Yes.
You know what? Yeah, let's just make our way out of here. And we'll return to the overland map, and hopefully we'll have a positive encounter where we'll spot something of value on the world map besides monsters. See, we could avoid the skeletons completely if we wanted to, but we can't parlay with them because it says mindless skeletons stride towards you, their weapons readied. So it looks like they have an undead problem in these jungles too. So we can't even talk to these guys, we just have to kill them.
Oh, yes.
Or else they'll kill us. But we're not going to let that happen. Why don't we entangle them? That's a good idea. Use a Rachel spell on them. And still got the sling, and you still got the bow, so let's
This is your end.
do that. And let's see, what are we gonna have you do? Well, you kind of got the same spells as Constantina. I mean, we could cure somebody, but why waste that? Oh yeah, that worked really well. Umoja got entangled. See if you can attack anybody. Okay, well, you're stuck there, but at least you can attack the skeleton that you're next to. So that's very good that those skeletons can't move anywhere. Now, unfortunately, we're going to have to get close up in there to attack them, so we're going to run the risk of getting entangled ourselves. Why don't we put the axe and the sling into our quick keys? Alright, let's go attack, and you, Valentino, equip your dual swords of attack. Okay, now Reggie cast Grease for some inexplicable reason. Why did you even waste your spell like that? Alright, there we go. So we got some treasure bags here. We got a bloodstone and demi-human skulls, and those are those bounty treasures that were alluded to earlier back when we were in Samargol when we talked to Insula's sister. So if we collect enough of those, we'll be able to get a bounty on them, but we have to learn about the bounty first, so we'll just hold on to them. So let's return to the overland map, and we'll head back to the shipwreck. Alright, so let's go south. See, that's bugged. See how I changed from one party member to the other and then it switched back to where we started out? That's a bug. And we got some gnolls up there. We could fight them right now for experience, but we're actually using up a lot of our resources. So there's the shipwreck over there. So let's just head on over to it. So this cove contains the shipwreck Vigilant. Now, since we left, this place has been overrun with velociraptor dinosaurs and batiri. So we're gonna have to watch our backs. Alright, so we got one ore. Watch out that we don't run into your little brothers around here, you shy. Yeah, the velociraptors here are smaller and weaker. Don't have as many hit points as Yushai does. So let's get some pot shots off at this guy. Alright, you got him with the sling. Alright, hold monster worked. But the kill goes to Yushai. And we get a dinosaur claw. That's another bounty, so we're going to save those up till the time is right. And we got a corpse up here, so let's go check it out. The body of the sailor lies suspiciously on the beach, half covered in sand. Do you wish to examine it further? Absolutely we do. We could do a heal check on it. We do heal, thoroughly examine the body. Though the man has been dead for a while, no creatures have come to feed on him, and his decay is minimal. A compound is keeping creatures away, the same poison that took his life. So let's make a note of that. So that's our first piece of evidence, and we have another box of ore over there we can grab. I think the more that you get, the more money or more experience that you get. And all you have to do is find 2 pieces of evidence here, but if we find 4, we're going to get that much more experience when we go back to tell Sasani.
do that.
Alright, so we got some batiri here. A scavenger. Oh, you got a sling too, huh? Umoja's harvester. Yeah, we should be using that, not the quarterstaff. Gives 10 bonus hit points. And it looks like he's going to need it too.
Be guided to your finish.
Alright, so I guess we'll switch back to our melee weapons. And looks like we got another batiri and 2 more velociraptors coming. Let's get up behind this one and do a sneak attack. There we go. Yeah, don't go too far. Why don't you take a potion?
Suffering.
Oh, I guess your spot check really isn't that great, huh? Because those guys disappeared. But there he is. Let's shoot him. And you, let's have you take a pot shot. Oh, you got poison, huh?
Attack!
Well, we might have to do something about that. Alright, we'll transfer that potion of antidote. Good thing we bought it, huh?
Will do.
And I guess you'll drink another potion. What, you only healed 3 points?
Lend me your strength.
Why didn't you attack? Why are you running up on this guy? Well, I guess you can hit him with your fists. Let's do Florious Blows. Oh, looks like we got some beetles going on here. Great. And it looks like we got a couple more dinosaurs over there. And
I want to see.
actually, 1 dinosaur, 1 batiri, looks like. So let's hang back and just shoot a couple arrows at him. You can throw a rock at him. Oh, you missed. Aren't you concerned that you're gonna use that up in the Regio? I guess not. Oh, you totally missed. I call shenanigans on you, Laryl. Why don't you target an enemy? Why did you just target an area? I think that's it for the enemies around here, so let's grab all this gold. Oh, there's another one. Dinosaur claw. And another dinosaur claw. Okay, looks like we've got some cargo over here, so let's check this out.
Yes.
And we got a weapon rack with a Zolontar spear. So we'll take that to sell. We'll grab this other one. And that cave is still locked. Don't worry, we'll open it later. This isn't the last time that we're going to be here. Bombardier Beetle Venom Sac. Well, we could do craft alchemy on that, or we could just sell it. I think we would use it for like a poison if we were going to apply that. Which we probably could because my main character is going to be taking assassin levels. So let's check out this rigging over here. Oh no, we got some more enemies that have just popped up. Thanks, spot check. Alright, let's go back to melee weapons and then just handle these guys.
Guess I can do that.
Thanks. Alright, everybody, just swarm this dinosaur.
Of course.
It's like we're in Jurassic Park here. Oh, is there another one? Ah, Batiri.
Of course.
So brave.
A
So
favor.
And I thought goblins were bad. Yeah, just sock them dudes up. There you go. And we got the rigging here. The rigging of this ship is snapped and hangs loose in several places. Do you wish to take a closer look? So we could do lore. We could do a lore check. Or just poke it with a stick. Or, I know a thing or two about ropes. Let me see. This can't be right. You stood on a rope much thinner than this. And moved along it smoothly without breaking. What's more, it's snapped on the side, not the center. Someone did this with a knife, and they did it on purpose. So we made a note of that. And we got some holy water and some more bullets, and then here's another box of ore. Oh, looks like I forgot a treasure bag over here. Must be a dinosaur claw. Yep. Now, I know that there is something to click over here called the ship's hull, but I'm not seeing it. So, in the meantime, let's go up the hill where we had gone last time. Notice that all the debris and stuff has been scavenged. But if we go over here, there is a broken weapon. So, let's investigate that. This weapon is snapped in half, lying shattered and useless on the sand. So, I guess we can do a craft weapon check with somebody. I guess it doesn't matter. Thoroughly examine the spear. You can tell that someone weakened the haft of the spear, wearing away at the wood underneath the weapon's grip and causing it to snap. This was no accident. So, we made a note of that. And we're 3 for 4. So if we were to return right now, we would get 75% of the maximum experience. But
Yes.
I want 100%. So let's see if we can go find where... Oh, I guess you don't have any more lesser restoration. Let's see if we can go find where that ship's hull is. That's strange. I wonder where it is. Is it anywhere around here? Oh, what was that? Oh, it's right there and it won't highlight, huh? The hull of the ship seems slightly strange. Do you wish to examine it further? Of course I do. We can appraise. We can do craft alchemy. Or, I know a bit about ships. Let's take a closer look. Something seems very wrong with this wood. There's a lack of solidity to the area that speaks of tampering. This did not happen on accident, so we've made a note of that, and now we can return to Sasani and get full experience points. But we'll do that in the next episode. So, this is Big Los signing off. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, and Tenga un buen dia.